guys, so this is take 3 or 4 of my video and I'm getting a little frustrated, but that's okay. We'll just see how it goes this time. This is gonna be the one, this is it. So I have a question, and it's not a question that I'm gonna answer, it's a question that I hope that you will answer for me. And that question is why don't we talk about anxiety? Why do we as a society and as a community, why don't we talk about mental illness, mental health, our own struggles? Why are we not sharing those? Why is this not a discussion that people want to have? And maybe my perspective is off, and maybe it is a discussion you want to have, and please tell me that too. If you'll comment down below and tell me that too, that's great too. It still helps me. But what I'm seeing a lot of, and what I've seen a lot of today in particular, are people that just want to sweep it under the rug. It's uncomfortable, or it's impolite, even improper to talk about struggles, challenges, things that you've gone through and how you got through them. And I just want to know why that's uncomfortable and why it seems more important to be comfortable than to possibly help somebody else. And when I say help, I mean you could give them hope. You could keep them from harming themselves. That just seems so much more important to me than being comfortable. So what is it about anxiety? What is it about mental illness in particular that makes us feel uncomfortable or angry or judgmental when people tell their stories and we're like, oh, well, you're kind of a, whatever we think about them. Instead of coming behind them and saying, you're amazing. You got through that. I don't know what that's like. Your struggle's not my struggle, but you are a warrior. You are a strong, amazing, courageous individual that you got through that, and I'm proud of you, and way to go, and tell me more. And that's I think how we should be responding to everybody's stories, whether it's mental illness or the the Me Too movement that's going on right now. I believe very much that we should be, and that we can be, coming around each other, rallying around each other and saying, yeah, you did that. You did that, and you are brave and you're amazing. Tell us about it. Let's talk about it. Let's make it where nobody else has to go through what you went through and feel like they're alone in it. I have another question is, what does anxiety really look like? And I bring this up because I get people messaging me every day that say, my husband struggles, my wife, my son, my daughter, my pets. Anxiety is such a really common thing, and we're not talking about it, so nobody knows that their neighbor also has it. And everybody sees all these perfect people out there, and they're not really perfect. And I know that you know that, but when you're looking at Facebook or when you're looking at Instagram, it can seem a lot like so-and-so has all of her stuff together and I don't. They have no worries and I've got all the worries. All of their bills are paid and they're going to Hawaii and I can barely buy dinner. And I don't think any of those perceptions that we have are true. I think that we're all flawed. I think that we all struggle at some point in our life. I think we just don't talk about the struggle. So what does anxiety really look like? It looks like me. It looks like you. It looks like the mailman. It looks like the girl that bags your groceries. It doesn't have a form. It doesn't have a shape. It doesn't have a certain person. It doesn't have a race or a gender or an age or a socioeconomic background or a certain job position. Anxiety is all of us, and some of us struggle more with it than others, but a lot of us, many of us, most of us, have felt it at one point or another. And we know it's not something we would want for somebody else. So we should talk about it. And that's what I wrote down, is that everybody has these things. I think a lot of people, I think the majority of people have times of depression in their lives, times of anxiety, times where they experience trauma, and they just don't talk about it because somewhere along the line we have decided that that's shameful. And I don't think it is. In my experience, talking about what you've been through empowers you. Talking about what you've been through makes you a survivor. You are a survivor. And it gives other people hope in a way that nothing else can. When you come out and say, here's what happened in my life, and it didn't kill me. And I did keep going. Excuse me for getting emotional. So my question to you, without getting too long and windy here, sorry, why don't we talk about anxiety? Why do we, my family, my community, nice people, good people, this is not a criticism of the people that are around me or around you or a criticism of you. It's just a question, because it's not something, even with people that I admire and that I love, that feels okay sometimes to talk about. And we need very much as a people to open that up and to be open and to make it something that is normal, that is okay, that is accepted, that is normal. I hate to use the word normal, but just make it that the next generation, you know, that my kids, if they have anxiety struggles, if they have panic attacks, if they really need help, that they feel okay asking for it, that they don't feel less than because they're having something go on right now. Everybody goes through things. So why don't we talk about anxiety? Why does it make us uncomfortable? What is the stigma, and what can we do about that? And if you would just leave me comments down below. You can send me emails at fearitselfpodcast@yahoo.com, and I'll put that down below as well. And then we will talk about in the next video, hopefully, you guys' answers and what we can do to get this out more, to put it on the table, to have conversation with our friends and neighbors, and to give others hope and to save some lives. Okay, bye-bye.